my drift, can't catch my wave.
Welcome to Madden NFL 21. Here you can select your difficulty, play style, favorite team, or accessibility options. You can always change these later from the game settings. Accessibility setting. The yard brings all new games. Start your customize your level up. The good news, NFL's Madden NFL.
But you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the buck. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you by. Finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. Can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about you brought to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, best up the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle, the top I was gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No city was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No city was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No city was that never be the same.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Teams that came into the NFL together back in 1976. The Seahawks and Bucs are underway. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. This is Carson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That second down play nets a -4. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he's got Lockett. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Carson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
First down, Seattle.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
At the 22-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pass intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Wilson will throw again. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 12 yards is the pickup there. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 9-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity, and we finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. shotgun now for Brady. The left side completion to Jones. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
What we got? Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I'm on. Hey, one set. Check Mike, 54. Mike.
From the gun, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
It's caught. Jones. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That catch good for only a couple.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, flush to his right. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run the screen with Carson. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing again here, Wilson.
At the Bucs' 35-yard line.
This one into the hands of Metcalf.
Wilson.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fools.
Now Wilson on first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. David Moore there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
No, 66. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Hey, second.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field to the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off right around the 43. So 2 corners down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Kickoff for Seattle.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check 26, check 26. 56.
Operating from the gun, Brady, and this is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brady. This is caught, Gronkowski. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal, Rob Gronkowski. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention for this quick strike offense.
I thought you weren't going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a first down.
Left side complete to Lockett. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
First down.
On first down, Carson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And Olsen over the middle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Antoine Winfield on the tackle.
Second down and goal. Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 21. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Brady now on first down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Alabama. Mike 56. Mike's 56. Here we go. 56.
To throw again. Brady. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Brady on target to Gronk. First down Buccaneers. Play action. Now it's Brady. Evans has it left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Double up free. Double up free. Play that tight deep. Double up free, defense.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 on the Seahawks' 15-yard line.
Now Brady again. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And with that last last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Bang, 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 bang. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Check. Let's go.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Under 10, under 10, 10. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Showing it, showing it. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 25, check 25. 72.
Here's Jones, and this time he is in. Ronald Jones taking it in, and the Bucs are going to take the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 72 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point now coming from Myers. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
28 all. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. From the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Ozzy, Ozzy. 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Pick me up. Here we go. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, they scared. They scared. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. Past the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 48 yards. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point.
The sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Caught on the right side by Jones. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Brady to throw. Flushed out right. That's caught by Howard. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Second and 11. One final try now for Brady. Looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. But, Charles, a 1-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that 1-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long. We'll see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Tampa.